up, guys? Welcome to another video with your buddy the Roller Coaster Crafter. And today, as you can see, we are in true quarantine fashion. We're on Zoom, and I'm actually with one of my friends right here. This is Marc Weiner. He is a coaster enthusiast, as you can see by his beautiful wall of maps right there. I am so jealous. I got a green screen right here with the Six Flags logo. So,
Hey, I wish I could have a green screen, dude.
hey, they're great, especially if you paint one. So today, as you can see, there's a Six Flags logo on my back wall, and Mark's here because today we're going to be talking about 6 of the main theme park companies that we all know and love, and basically how they're doing with their new additions, and basically kind of their park company as a whole. Because as of right, and as you can see, Mark is throwing the thumbs down because some parks aren't actually doing as well, unfortunately. So we're kind of just going to go through and kind of discuss what's happening. You can feel free to post in the comments on what you think of most companies at the end of this video. But we're just going to go through kind of ranking them, kind of just talking about them. So here we go. I think we'll just start with the company that's on the back of my wall, which is Six Flags, the one we all give crap to anyway. So in all honesty, Mark, where do you think Six Flags is right now in terms of like reopening things, or in terms of like adding new additions and getting their audience back up to where they need to be?
Well, I think Six Flags, they've always been that kind of the cheaper option, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
And I think right now they're really struggling just because nobody's going to their parks. At least the major ones, right? Like Magic Mountain.
Yeah.
So what they're doing, actually, you have a membership, right?
I do not.
You don't? Okay.
No.
So I do. And I just got an email from them the other day where they're actually they offered a upgrade to your next membership tier until the end of the year.
Okay.
But I just got an email the other day saying that they're upgrading me until the end of next year too.
Wow.
Meaning they're really like desperate to have people buy memberships now more than ever. And this is like, you can see this in all the different companies. Like Cedar Fair is offering the until 2021 as well. So yeah, I think their main goal right now, all the companies, is just to get people inside the park and to have them buy tickets. So I think we're going to see a lot of discounts for memberships and tickets and stuff coming up, especially like at the beginning of the new year when the actual reopenings start to happen.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think in my opinion, it does seem like, and with all park companies, for just so you guys know, disclaimer, all these parks are pretty much trying to do the same thing. They're trying to get people, at least in the door and get money up because their stock is pretty much down, or everybody's stock is down because nothing's open. So it's like, what else can you do? You got to get people in the park and you got to keep making money. Now, keep going with Six Flags in terms of new additions, because usually all these park companies want to add something new to keep new fans coming in and have returning fans keep coming for new stuff. So in terms of Six Flags, where do you think they're at in terms of new additions for at least 2020?
2020 wasn't their greatest year for additions in the first place, even without COVID.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much is going to change. I mean, they're adding like a water coaster, which is obviously not that expensive. They're adding a water slide to, I think, the Great Escape or something, Darien Lake, one of those. And then just a bunch of flat rides. The only major coaster is Jersey Devil. A lot of the tracks are already built, so we know that that's going to open. And I'm pretty sure we've been seeing construction on that.
Yeah.
So I think that's definitely opening. Sidewinder Safari at Discovery Kingdom is the other coaster, and as you said earlier, I think that's.
I've been told that one is unfortunately canceled. So I don't know if they're gonna go through with that. I mean, it's easy to revive just that plan and see where it goes. I mean, we'll see what happens.
Actually, Discovery Kingdom's open right now, not as a park, as the zoo or whatever.
Yeah, so they're
Marine World.
Yes, so the Marine World Experience is what they're calling it, because before Six Flags bought them, they were known as the Marine Park and Zoo. They were never known for being a theme park or amusement park. So they went back to their roots and started to do that, except now that everyone knows that they're a theme park, because when you cross the skyline on the freeway, the first thing you see is all those coasters. You don't see the animals at all.
Right.
So now Six Flags is pretty much known for their coasters, so I don't think they'll be getting. I don't know if like much publicity will be said about them until they start opening the rides. Marine World experience is fine, but I mean, you got to open the rides to start getting a whole bunch of people back in the gates, such as me.
Right.
But I mean,
Plus, like zoo things are not at their highest point in society right now. Like with all the activists and stuff,
Yeah.
coming out and trying to shut them all down.
Yeah.
Like we can even like SeaWorld's turning away from that like business model with like as you can see like they're adding all these new coasters like Iron Gwazi, Icebreaker, Texas Stingray, Emperor,
Everything.
probably others like that I'm not thinking of right now. Electric Eel.
Yeah.
So they're doing that, and this is kind of a tangent off of Discovery Kingdom, but I don't know if Discovery Kingdom's gonna. I mean, at least they're making some money back, from the Marine World experience. But
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna be able to survive with only Marine World, because like people buy memberships and tickets to rent coasters there. They don't necessarily go. Like you can go to Oakland Zoo or San Francisco Zoo if you want to like see the animals, right? I don't know if my first choice for a zoo would be Discovery Kingdom.
Yeah, true. What you said about SeaWorld earlier is a perfect segue into talking about SeaWorld.
SeaWorld, all the coasters are built. I mean, Texas Stingray's open.
Yeah.
Well, Emperor's not open just because, California.
It's in California. Yeah.
Icebreaker is built.
Mm-hmm.
Looks bizarre.
Yeah.
Iron Gwazi's built. Pantheon, I think, is built.
It's supposed to be.
I think, actually, no, Williamsburg, Busch Gardens Williamsburg's open right now.
Oh.
They are open.
Huh.
But Pantheon's, yeah, that's actually, I was going to say this before. I think parks are going to delay their 2020/2021 openings for 2021.
Okay.
Just because I feel like there's going to be like a lot more people in the park in 2021.
Yeah. True.
Compared to now.
Yeah.
And they don't want to open the new ride with limited like schedule.
Yeah.
That was just going to be bad.
And also dwindling attendance. SeaWorld, I think, is about to boost up because they're the ones building everything. So I feel like, especially when people see that Iron Gwazi is like the next big thing, like they're gonna, I feel like it might beat Steel Vengeance, and then all of the enthusiasts will just go crazy over that park. And then the general public will see the reaction of us and then start to go there more, and it's just going to generate Busch and SeaWorld to just keep going up with the coasters and everything. Quick little side note, Orlando is all open up, and there's a whole bunch of major stuff going on in Orlando. One of them out of the three main ones that are all like directly right next to each other, Universal. So Universal, I feel like, is starting to spruce things up as well. At the very least in Orlando. And then over here in Hollywood, when the park opens, they're about to do something that's getting me way more excited. So,
really? I haven't heard of anything.
So I'm about to break this down for you. So obviously in Universal Orlando, they're building a Velocicoaster. Yes, Velocicoaster is coming up next. Even just like right after Hagrid's, they started to build this one. So
that's just crazy to me. I mean,
I know.
You had an Intamin multi-launch in 2019.
Now you're building another
Intamin multi-launch. At least I think it's a multi-launch. It's an Intamin, I know that.
Yeah.
For 2021.
Yeah.
Island of Adventure is really going to have a fantastic lineup. I mean, with Hulk and Hagrid's.
Yeah.
And the Velocicoaster.
Yeah, just those three are great as a whole.
Just those three. I mean, honestly, I kind of prefer Hulk to Velocicoaster, to Hagrid's, honestly.
Yeah,
Maybe. They're close.
It's always hard for... It's hard for me because I've only ridden Hagrid's once.
Same.
I rode Hulk 3 times while I was there. But
I don't remember how many times I rode Hulk. Probably several. I mean, I had the express pass, so I just kind of kept going back in.
Lucky.
I kind of marathoned it. It was fun.
Lucky. So I think the thing is, it's like you said, it's surprising that they're building another giant coaster, even after they just spent a whole bunch of money, and it has the Guinness World Record for the most expensive coaster now. At $300 million.
Right.
So
that's
like
crazy.
I know. But in terms of over here in Hollywood, I don't know if you heard about Nintendo World, right?
Yes, I did. Wait, that's at Hollywood?
Yes. So they're building it in Japan first because Japan gets all the Nintendo stuff first. And then Hollywood is getting Super Nintendo World.
Awesome. I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, same. And I am super excited for a Mario Kart themed ride that they confirmed.
Let's talk about that because we're both pretty well versed on Mario Kart stuff. Let's be
Yes.
honest here.
Oh my gosh. So, Mario, I don't know what it's gonna look like, but all I know is that the entrance, I believe, is Bowser's Castle.
Arsenal of Mario Kart games.
Hey, mine are over there, but I'm not gonna go touch them right now. Just a little side note for you guys: we're Mario Kart geeks, apparently. Like I have my Luigi doll right. Well, he's green. He's there.
Oh, there you go.
There we.
His hat's still black.
That's awesome. Okay, I don't know how to fix this, but whatever. But so in terms of the Mario Kart ride, me at the very least, myself, and along with any other Super Mario Kart fans are gonna be obsessed with this ride when it comes out. Especially the Japanese get it first because the Japanese always get the Nintendo stuff first, and then once we get it, we're all gonna go nuts. So it's, I don't know what it's gonna look like. I'm waiting for Universal to knock our socks off with this one.
You better have Waluigi. That's all I'm gonna say.
Waluigi.
You better have Waluigi and
All
the
right.
Dry Bomber.
Yeah. Well, my thing is, I see Universal as just trying to embrace you into the realm of whatever franchise they have. Like Spider-Man, you're embraced. I mean, Spider-Man's taking place on Earth anyway. So, the difference is, I mean, it's just enhanced with Spider-Man, and you're taking through his adventure and taking care of Dr. Octopus and all the other villains he faces. So I want them to just embrace you into the world. Like, what would happen if you were placed on a car with somebody in the Mario realm, in the Mushroom Kingdom? So that's what I want to see. I just want to sit back and enjoy the ride. Moving on to the other company that we have, the worthy successor to Universal is obviously Disney, the Disney parks. So my one thing, obviously for us in California, I'm mad because all the other Disney parks are open, other than the freaking California ones. The original park and then California's Adventure. So,
Which I've not been to.
yes. You have not been to, wait, you haven't been to California Adventure? You haven't been to Disneyland?
Either.
So the thing with Disney is they're adding new things. Like Disneyland is apparently getting a new Minnie and Mickey railway run, I think
I
that's
did
what
hear
it's.
about that. I did hear about that, yeah.
I don't even know what that is. What is it?
I don't know either. I don't
Okay.
know either. I don't know. I don't really follow. Disney enthusiasts are kind of different. They're kind of separate from coaster enthusiasts. A lot like, I know there's some like hybrids like you
Yeah, I'm a mix of both.
and like some other people I know. But like kind of there's a lot of like Disney enthusiasts who don't know as much about coasters.
Yeah.
And then vice versa. And I'm one of those vice versa. I don't know anything about Disney parks.
Yeah.
I mean, I know like the coasters and stuff, but you know.
You haven't been to the actual Disney park. Trust me, when you go to California Adventure, you'll love it. But anyway, in terms of any other Disney parks, I know that Magic Kingdom, or one of the parks down there, is getting a Tron clone. It's gonna be one.
Yes, and that's actually being built.
Where at? Which park? Which of the 4 parks is it going to?
I wouldn't know.
My instincts are saying
either Hollywood Studios or Magic Kingdom.
yeah. My instincts are saying those two. I don't know which one it is though.
Watch me Epcot, and I'm just completely wrong.
It's not Epcot. Epcot's not getting a coaster. So, but Disney seems to be actually doing pretty well now. They're past the whole being stuck version, with the exception of the California parks. But they're past that. They've been doing fairly well, and actually now the movies are starting to come in because like theaters are opening, so they're starting to put more movies out, and the entire Disney company will just go back to the way it was. So.
Yep.
So yeah, so Disney's kind of a short talk. They're doing just fine.
Yes. Cedar Fair.
So Cedar Fair,
So I don't know. So Cedar Fair, they, in my eyes, always were better off before the pandemic. Now, like I know, like Six Flags is like technically the bigger company, but
Cedar Fair was the rival of Six Flags, or it still is the rival of Six Flags, but
yes.
they just do things so much better.
In my opinion, I think they do. I know some people do like Six Flags more, and like I'm not gonna fault you for that.
No.
But just based on my experiences, I've been to a fair amount of both Six Flags and Cedar Fair parks. But yeah, so Cedar Fair, I feel like they kind of, a lot of enthusiasts, I'm going to put it this way, a lot of enthusiasts had more expectations for Six Flags just because they usually add a lot more things.
I think that's
those
why.
Expectations were they were disappointed. I'm not disappointed, but like, I know the general people are, just because Six Flags usually adds a lot more things, and now they're not.
Yeah.
Cedar Fair usually doesn't add as many things. They usually add a couple things per year, and now they're not, but we didn't really expect them to in the first place.
Yeah.
But what were they adding in 2021 or 2020?
Nothing. Well, no,
So,
Orion.
I know Orion, yes, and that's open. That did open.
Orion's
now,
set.
was it a good decision for them to open it?
Was it a good decision for them to open it?
I mean, I know people who've gone, and it's been fairly crowded there.
Well, that's because Kings Island, Cedar Point are not doing reservations anymore. They're already up and going. So, but I think the problem with Orion was, I think they kind of had to open it just so they can get GP in, because Orion is just getting so much crap for not being the thing that we wanted. You know what I mean?
Don't know about that.
Orion.
I mean, it looks like a fun ride.
It's a fun ride. Don't get me wrong, but it's a giga coaster. We all expected a one up of Fury. That's what all of us were expecting to get out of Orion. We were expecting a one up of Fury or something.
No, okay, so Orion, yeah, it looks good. I'd ride it. Obviously, it looks fun.
We'd ride it. It's just not.
I think it's a good addition.
Yeah, just we'd have to go in remembering this isn't Fury or anything.
See, here's the thing. Actually, I don't think it would be financially viable for them to even open any of the other parks.
Why?
Just because I don't feel like they have the attendance to justify it. Because
True.
Number one, they're not adding anything new for 2020.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, so they're not adding anything major new, I should say, because Great America is adding South Bay Shores, which the construction looks fantastic, by the way.
Okay.
I'm excited for that.
Okay.
But that was delayed, obviously, and they're not opening.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's Cedar Fair. What else was Cedar Fair adding? I don't think anything.
No.
Oh.
I mean, they typically only give one coaster to a park, or sometimes, except for the time where they, except for 2018 when they decided to go full out and they blew up.
Yeah, they just went sicko mode. That was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Steel Vengeance came out, Twisted Timbers came out, Railblazer came out, and then Hang Time came out.
Right.
So.
Which I've ridden all of them. They're all amazing.
Yeah. And I think I have one final question that I do have to end this video off, so I have enough to use. I have more than enough to use now. Out of all the companies, which company do you think is going to take the first Axis coaster?
Park company. You know what? Honestly, I think it's probably going to be some small park like Fun Spot or something.
Okay.
And it's going to be like not a big layout. It's going to be a small layout.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I think that is just because it's like a really niche prototype. And it's not just like any prototype like the Raptors. It's like a really niche one. It's a very, like we saw with the Free Fly Trana and Ascar Summerland.
Okay.
Only one park built that.
Okay.
And I know like as you said earlier, Axis is like simpler and it's like different.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I think it needs to be tried out somewhere
first.
Right. It needs to be tried out. Now, I don't know if a big park's going to want to invest in it. What do you think?
Maybe Six Flags? Just because Six Flags just does the craziest things sometimes.
I could see one of the smaller parks building it. I cannot see like Great Adventure or Magic Mountain building it. I can't see
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I just think it needs to be like tried out. Like that's kind of what we saw with the Raptors.
Yeah. And funny enough, like Fiesta Texas is like the testing ground kind of. Like they got the first free spin, and then they got the first Raptor, so might as well get the first Axis.
Railblazer was the first Raptor, guys.
I know. We know that. We know. It's like, we know that. Well, I want to thank you, Mark, for joining me for this little Zoom call and talking about roller coasters. Because it's been a while since I've actually talked to an enthusiast and done stuff like this. But I do want to ask you guys, post in comments about what we've been talking about and kind of just explain what you think is going to happen with most of these parks. Do you think the Cedar Fair parks will reopen? Is Disney just going to get crazier with Imagineering? Is Universal going to go crazy? SeaWorld obviously is going to go nuts with more coasters or something, depending on what they want to do. And then Six Flags will just, well, we'll see what happens with them.
And maybe leave questions that we can answer in another video.
Yeah. So, yeah, but...
And rest in peace, Jake Kaminsky.
Yep. Rest in peace, Jake. You will be missed. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and end on this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more videos as I will keep them coming. Thank you guys, and I will see you next time on the Coaster Crafter channel. Peace!